Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hamilton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hamilton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Hamilton. They'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Elliott running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Good. 180. Check 55, Mike. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Watch the twins. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Watch out.
Mayfield down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys 15. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he'll take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw. Hamilton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Looking to throw. Hamilton. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Run. 56. Hey, orbit. 56.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
King. 56, Mike, 56. Watch the screen. Hey, zoom. 56 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Big dash, big dash. Come.
That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Single.
From the gun, Hamilton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch. 94.
Throwing again. Hamilton. That one into the hands of Kane. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hamilton nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Let's go, defense.
Back to throw. Hamilton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go, fellas.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Time to go. Night.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hamilton. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
We coming all day. What ready? 18 Gator. So we got man.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Check. Press that.
Operating from the gun. Hamilton going to throw deep for the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. 4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend. Don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Oh, you like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, Barkley. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Looking to throw. Hamilton. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll go to Barkley again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Check 56. Pistol. Move down. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got point it right. 56. Hey, Haywood. Come on. One touch.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Everyone's got four down.
From the gun, Hamilton, the quick slant caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. Check.
They'll try again with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 77 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Check 31, check 31.
A first down carry by Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. To throw on second down, Hamilton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
To throw on third down, Hamilton. Big hold to the 30. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard. If that.
It's now fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
4 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check three.
Second and 4. This one brought in by Corbett. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Jim.
To throw again, Hamilton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deon Cain with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Regular.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yeah.
But as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
X3, 218, chop.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, alert! 56. Monk's 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hamilton. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
36. Hey, we're 33. Ready? Check 24, check 24.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
94 is the mark. 94.
From the gun, Hamilton. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
The 1st down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Hey, watch your leg.
Here's 2nd and 8. That pass complete to Corbett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hamilton looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and 15. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Following the interception, Mayfield gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley, and down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. 26. Run, run, run.
They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. On first down, Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Dallas, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.